promo stuff. I'm sure this is the Marina Del Rey.
Could be, yeah.
Oh, I remember that because that's right by my house.
Yeah. Dragster
Shipment.
Now, is this looks like Long Beach again, doesn't
Now,
it?
who does that look like driving? Does that look like Dixon?
Yeah.
Larry Dixon? Now, Darrell did drive it a couple of times. Just a point of information about Darrell Greenemeyer. When we were at Muldoon's memorial at the museum, we were Kenny Safford, Randy Scoville, Darrell Greenemeyer. I can't remember that. At least afterwards, and we were sitting there and we were talking about the race cars, and Darrell Greenemeyer said, "That car scared me than any airplane I ever flew."
Oh, I believe that.
He said it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, because
This guy flew
P-51s,
P-51s.
He did all
Like the fucking.
He did all the test pilot stuff and everything.
Oh yeah, he has the SR
Yeah.
Yeah, and this probably.
and his airplane that he bailed on. Not an F-86. What was it?
The F-8.
F-8
Bearcat. Yeah.
No, not the Bearcat. The jet. The Bearcat was the radial engine. The other one that he bailed out on.
Yeah,
he couldn't get the gear
jet.
wouldn't come down.
The Sabre jet or whatever.
Yeah, the gear wouldn't come down, and they just gave him a heading and told him to bail out, and he did that. And it went out into the Tules, and he had it insured, naturally.
Well, my next door neighbor right now was a test pilot for P-51.
Yeah?
Right? And he knew Greenemeyer.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Most of these guys knew each other.
Here's some more of the.
Yeah.
Now that's Marina Del Rey.
Yeah, let's get to the party.
This is a great shot too. But let's see if we can get to some of the.
Bobby Booze.
Yeah.
Bob Flaherty. What do you want to know about him?
Yeah, this is the one that we didn't know who it was.
Bob Flaherty was his father was a president of a bank in the Valley, and he was president in Chicago at Soldiers Field when they split the atom.
At Feeney, yeah.
And
at Fermi.
And Bobby would tell us that there were times when they would have Werner von Braun to dinner at his house.
Wow.
That's it. He's up in Santa Maria or some one of those. What's the Air Force base?
Vandenberg.
Yeah. And he's a water superintendent or something.
Now, was he working for Davy or?
He hung out. He was flying out of Skytrails when Dave first started flying.
He was at Caltech for a while.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. I don't think.
I thought he was in it. I thought he was the one that got Davy the deal to buy nitro over at JPL.
I don't think so. But anyway, he was a pilot out of Skytrails. Not a pilot, but he used to fly out of Skytrails, and that's where Davy. Skytrails was on Sherman Way and. Where the right by the where the runway ran across Sherman Way, and there was a train airport there where you could rent airplanes and fly and get lessons. And there was a 51 that was perched up right, and you go by and see it. Zeuschel was fascinated with that P-51, and so finally he had balls enough to go in and ask the guy, and he told him he wanted a ride in a 51, and that's the first ride he ever had on it. And that was it. It was over. From then on, it was over.
No more race cars.
No more racing. No more race cars.
Now, this is Larkin.
Tommy Larkin.
Tommy Larkin, yeah.
Dirty Tommy Larkin.
I don't know.
I mean that not facetiously. I mean, he was that's what to differentiate between the two Tommy Larkins. Somebody put the handle on him.
So this is, I don't know where quite this is.
Well, he's got a Smirnoff shirt on, so.
Here's more probably, here. Let's see if we can
get to the people.
Get to the.
Look at those motors.
This is
okay. That's Ruben. Reuben painted the car. He was a painter, worked for John Masmanian.
Oh my God.
Used to paint. He worked at the garbage thing, and he would paint all the garbage trucks. He painted Dooner's 51, and he painted all of Dave's car, Reuben, and John Maz's cars.
I
Reuben.
remember I used to see that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
What's the name again?
Oh, there's
Reuben, R-U-B-E-N. I don't know his last name.
He's an artist. So it's,
He is an art. Reuben. That was good. I say Reuben.
there's the
I don't know who
Lippincott.
that. No, that doesn't look like him.
It is. Isn't
No,
it?
it ain't. I don't
sure?
think so. I'm pretty sure. But that's it. Rene Andre raced V-drive drag boats
Okay.
that Davey raced with, and that's Jerry Glenn right there. And the reason he's there because he drove the boat because he crashed up at the dam up in Northern Cal and got his arm screwed up. And this guy would know. What was that? What's the when Rene got crashed? How long? What year was that? 8 or 9, yeah, 68, 69, somewhere right there. And I don't know whose car that is, but it's probably, maybe that's why Jerry's there. He's driving this car. That might be the K-Trap's car,
That's what
probably.
you said before, it was K-Trap.
K-Trap and Winkle's car.
It was Winkle, Trap, Glenn.
And who?
What do you call it? Winkle, Trap, and
Glenn.
Glenn.
Yeah,
Glenn,
Jerry
yeah, and it had, no one was a Fuller car. Fuller car with the monkey motion front end.
that's
Yeah,
the
with
magic
that.
car.
That's your car.
Winkle, Trap, Fuller, but right after that came Winkle, Trap, Glenn.
Jerry Glenn.
Ron Winkle built the motor, and K-Trap was involved in Glenn, but it was a Woody car.
Okay, so it was after they
Their next car.
yeah, the next car then. Well, yeah, it could be. I thought they put a regular front end on it after they ran that for a while.
See, it's
Oh,
the
okay.
same car.
Yeah. Doesn't look like a Woody car.
Yeah, you know who this is?
K-Trap.
That is K-Trap.
K-Trap, yeah, that's
So
K-Trap.
Zeuschel must have had something to do with this motor too.
Yeah, he built that too.
Well, great K-Trap and Zeuschel
Yeah,
were
we're tight. Yeah,
Really?
Kay was a studio guy, and he used to have that little house overlooking on in Hollywood. Yeah,
And he had
Hot
that
and
little
cold-
T-model.
hot and cold running to that place. He was. Remember the movie My Mother the Car?
Yeah.
That was his car. Right, that was K-Trap's car. Yeah.
We got here.
Terry Cook. Terry
know
Cook.
him.
Terry was.
Never.
Oh yeah, he came out. He used to be from back east. He came out and went to work for Drag News, and then he went and worked for Peterson, Hot Rod Magazine. Did a lot of stuff in Hot Rod Mag. Now he's back east. He's a good friend of Prieto's. Oh, he comes out occasionally, and he puts on a lot of shows back east. He's still in the area. He's a good friend of mine too. I don't know what that would be. Yeah.
How
Okay.
many of these can you put together?
Well, not many. This is Richie Zeuschel. We used to call him. He worked for Dave.
Okay.
Richie, right behind there. See that head sticking out? Jim Cambor, right there. Bonnie, Rene Andre, his wife, his daughter, Jerry Glenn, and that is. You got me.
They finally stumped him.
I don't know who that one is, and that's obviously Glenn's wife.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's Jim Cambor right there. Right? Look at him, Danny. It's Cambor. Right here. Yeah, Cambor.
Birthday and anniversary or anything else.
Cambor and Yule.
Okay, yeah.
Cambor and Yule.
That was selective memory.
What was the name of that car? Chabasco?
Yeah, Chabasco.
Yeah, and
That's Jim Cambor. Cambor and Jack Yule were partners. Yeah, right. There it is. There it is. Found a
Now,
leak.
here's the one you were talking about. There's the B&M, the Plymouth Dealers Association.
This is the Plymouth. Yeah, this is us right here.
Pat
Hemi
Foster.
Cuda.
We saw its maiden
McEwen,
voice.
right there. That's me right there. That's me right there. I could tell by the ears. It looks like a taxi cab going down the street with its doors open. That's what they used to call.
So this is now.
Putting the motor in the B&M car.
Was the body totally lifted off of it?
Yes, it did. Tilted up. It would tilt, and so what happened when it went down the racetrack? It got to the end, and you could see the whole body come off. We thought the whole car came over, but McEwen was down the other end.
Hello, goodbye.
Hey, hello, goodbye. Down the end, in a frame, just hooked into the seats. So they changed it after that.
Looking like it's flipping, there's really no chassis, just the body.
Right. Just the body came off the car. That was a Sunday afternoon at Lions. We went testing the car. It was Saturday night race, but we went. They would run stockers and everything, and then that was a stocker. But that's me right there, 128-pound weakling.
See, this is why I really this.
And that's
this
McEwen.
type of information
That's
is-
McEwen
you
right
can
there.
really draw it out here.
I don't. Oh, this looks like one of the. I don't know if that's a B&M or that could be a Ritchie maybe. I don't know. And that's the car right there.
Now, how many runs were actually, would you say, on this? Before
We did it 2 or 3.
so this is possibly one of the runs right there.
No, I don't think it's not. We didn't even make any race. We just ran it.
So this might be the second car?
No, we didn't ruin the car. We ran the car after that.
What about the body?
Well, the bodies were not expendable. We got another car from Dodge deal, Vaney, and put another body on the car. No, I don't know how bad it was beat up. That was B&M's department, so I'm not sure. But the cars, that was not a problem. They actually changed before they ran it like this. They changed how it was attached to the car. I don't remember what changed. See, they got a big bulk. I don't think we even had that big bulkhead in the original one. I don't think we even had that. But they did it later on. They made changes and then they ran it.
I was thinking Foster's name would be on
Well,
there
not
someplace,
yet,
but-
because, no, B&M ain't going to put
B&M.
Foster's name. They were working for him.
Yeah.
Is your name on any stuff? I see a lot of Donovan names. I never see your name on it.
Thank
Did
God.
you see any Spider names on Mylon shit?
Now this was another one, the Grant car.
Dave Kermani.
Yeah, I'm not
Grant Piston Rings. Okay. Grant Rambler.
familiar. Then
Straight across.
any idea? Hammer Ford.
Why, you want it?
I don't know who this guy is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know him. Boss thing.
Now this is when they're starting to get into the. Now this.
See, this is what was on the Jimmy Nix's engine
Now
right
I'm
there.
almost sure that this is.
John
it has-
Masmanian.
No, it's a 33. I'm almost sure this is KS's.
Could be KS Pittman's
And I
car.
remember on the
Yeah,
front of it,
yeah, Zooey, yeah. Yeah, this could be, yeah.
name.
Yes, definitely. I would say
It's so
that.
hard to find a picture of the front of it.
Yeah,
See, I never
yeah,
could find
definitely, yeah. I might have some of those pictures. I'll look for
it.
them.
That'd be great.
Yeah. KS was right around too. He was in the always in the area. Yeah. KS was a prince.
There's,
Lions,
Does
yeah.
that remind you of the days?
Yeah. Is that the Hemi Cuda right there? No.
something else.
Something else. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
And this is afternoon. So they haven't
Oh,
even
yeah,
really started
yeah.
to pile
Started,
in
I
yet.
don't know where to start.
Then
But-
here's a bunch of
Button,
pictures.
button. Who's got the button?
And this is when Davey was
Remember
doing,
those? Dave.
was doing all of that with the piston buttons. We're not quite sure what this is. This might